extremely proud of the assistant coaches, how they've worked over the last 6 weeks. We got in here in early December and really had to go to work, and I think the results speak for themselves. We had some guys that we were able to flip from other schools, other Sun Belt schools, Conference USA, and even some Power 5 conferences. So our guys got in, built a relationship, which is what the name of the game in recruiting is building relationships. And once we got those kids on campus, we had a really high retention rate from guys that got on campus to guys that signed. We were just honest. We took an honest approach. You know, we needed some help. You know, our roster numbers aren't where they need to be, and there is an opportunity to come in and play immediately. And basically what we told these guys is the people on our football team had 15 practices ahead of them, and that's it. And they would be able to join the team in the summer, and they'd be given opportunities in preseason camp to earn opportunities to play. And we were counting on several of these guys, several members of this class, to be able to step on the field and help us immediately. Kirk Kelly, a 6'4", 295-pound offensive lineman that I think has a huge ceiling. Played baseball for most of his career, was a left-handed pitcher, really good athlete. I think when he gets into the weight room full-time, after a redshirt year, I think he's a guy that's going to have a tremendous career here as a Troy Trojan.
All right, Kirk Kelly, offensive tackle from John Ehret High School in Louisiana. I was on Kirk Kelly when I was at Louisiana Tech. And as I came here, I kept recruiting him. He's an athlete. That's the thing about it. He's a big athlete. He's 6'4", 295. Plays left tackle and is also a starting left-handed pitcher on the baseball team. Does a great job with his feet. A little underdeveloped up top, and that's going to be the upside of him. Is just being able to really power people along with his great footwork and the way he plays the game. He's a kid, you know, being a baseball guy, never got real heavy. So he's still got a lot of athleticism and really got a lot of football left in front of him. Love his bend, his flexibility, and again, the biggest upside of him is just pure athleticism with his feet and his hip bend. Got to get him stronger so he can really overpower his opponent and not just make it all a agility type thing. But like I said, a good athlete, a good student, and a good football player.
Zach Branner's a big inside offensive lineman from Buckhorn, Alabama, guy that really had a strong interest in Troy. And once we got to know Zach and what he was about and got to know his family, really excited about him. He's a big physical kid that's going to add immediate depth on our offensive line. From a size perspective, he'll be ready to contribute immediately.
All right, Zach Branner, super excited to have this guy part of the Trojan family. I met him for the first time last July at the University of Alabama football camp. Tell you the most impressive thing about him at this Alabama football camp, he was in a group of about 25 to 30 other kids out of 700 kids at the camp. He was a part of a group of about 25 or 30 that were really recruitable kids, going to get some of the best talent in the nation. And what really stood out about this kid, besides the fact that he's 6'4.5", 340 pounds, was the fact of how competitive he was. Wasn't scared. I bet he got 30 reps during this camp going against this great competition over and over and over. And he jumped up there. He was physical. It was a helmets-only camp, but I mean, he got so physical. And that's the biggest thing I liked about him, was just how competitive he was. Again, his pluses are being huge, first of all. Can't coach size. He's huge. He's got good bend, and he's got really good feet. I compare him to a guy named Brandon Carter that I coached at Texas Tech, that played about 4 years in the NFL and went on to the WWE and wrestled for about 4 years. But a big, huge kid that can move real well. I just see a lot of good things from Zach. I think his best football is just hit tip of the iceberg of what he's done so far. Good flexibility, huge size, good feet. Got to get him stronger, and I got to get him in a little better shape. But really excited about Zach. He is a huge part of our recruiting class. So excited to be a Trojan. Glad to have his family part of it. He's going to set the standard. He's going to set the standard as far as work ethic for this group.
James Peach, All-State offensive lineman from T.R. Miller High School in Bruton, Alabama. Another guy with tremendous length. He's a guy that we think after a redshirt year has an opportunity to be a 4-year starter here at Troy.
All right, James Peach. Bruton guy, T.R. Miller, knows how to win, knows how to work. He's a long kid, athletic, can stick his foot in the ground on pulls. You'll see here in a minute how he can get around on pulls and stick his toe on the ground and get vertical. But at the same time, he's nasty. Loves to play the game of football. That's one thing about James. As I recruited him, I realized he absolutely loves the game of football, and he gets so excited when you talk to him about playing football and about coming to Troy. And he was a guy we had to come in on and beat some people late on. But once he came here and he realized what we were about here at Troy and what we were trying to build, watch him right here. You'll see him with a pull here in a minute. He'll come around, but he just really got excited about what we can do here. And we just got to make sure the way we rebuild this thing is with the kids from South Georgia, local kids from South Alabama. We can't let a guy from T.R. Miller like this right here that's such a good player get away from us. And we're so excited to have him part of the family and to have him help us rebuild the wall.
Jalen Roundtree, corner from Coffeyville Community College via Warner Robins High School in Georgia. Guy it's long. He's a skinny kid that can really run and he can cover. Again, a position of need. Cornerback was definitely a position of need in this class, and we expect him to come in this spring and compete right away for one of those starting positions.
All right, Jalen Roundtree, he's a corner, originally from Warner Robins, went to Warner Robins High School, then went on to Coffeyville Community College, and he's about 5'11", 170 pounds. He brings some man techniques to us, really good man cover corner, and also a really good tackler. I think he had about 48 to 50 tackles at Coffeyville this past season. As you can see him here, he breaks on the ball really well. Coach Flores and them out there at Coffeyville did a really good job coaching him fundamentally. But he's a good press guy for us. Back in high school, I think he led the region, or maybe even the state in Quad A, with 8 interceptions, and 2 of those he returned for touchdowns. But one thing we do got to do with him here at Troy is in our weight programs, we really got to put some weight on him, and I think when we do that, he'll really become a really solid corner for the Trojans.
Juwan McDowell, cornerback from UMS Wright, played under Coach Curtis, one of the top football coaches in the state of Alabama at one of the top programs. Tremendous person, great student, can really run. Won several track state championships. A guy that at a much needed position that we expect to come in and compete right away.
All right, here to talk about Juwan McDowell from Mobile, Alabama, prepped at UMS Wright Preparatory. Juwan is a 5'11", 170-pound defensive back, great speed, 200-meter guy, comes from a well-coached program, good family. We're excited to have him here. He's going to do tremendous things for us. He's also a kick returner. As you can see here, great ball skills. And once this kid gets in the open, man, it's going to be hard to run him down. So, we're excited about him, and we can't wait to welcome him to the Trojan family.
Melvin Tyus, safety from Carver High School in Montgomery, huge win for us in recruiting. Guy that has tremendous character, very good student, and flat gets after it on defense. Physical, makes tackle after tackle in space. Guy that has an opportunity to come in and be a factor for us on special teams and on defense immediately.
All right, right here we have Melvin Tyus. Melvin Tyus is a free safety, great ball skills, comes from a good family. Out of Carver, Montgomery, had an opportunity to work with his brother before, and I know this young man was going to be something special. As you can see here, he's a kick returner, great vision, good speed guy, comes from a good program. And again, once this guy gets in the open, you're not going to catch him. Most people don't know that Melvin was an offensive guy before he made the transition to become a defensive back. He's sort of like the Band-Aid. You can put him anywhere, and he's going to make things right. He's going to patch things up for you. As you can see, he goes up and high points the ball and comes up with a big interception right there. All right, against one of the top schools in the state, he comes up. He's not afraid to lay the wood, drop the hammer on guys. Again, we're excited about this guy, and we're very fortunate to have Melvin Tyus being a part of this year's signing class.
Smiley from Spain Park High School in Birmingham, Alabama, played under one of the top defensive minds in the state and Coach Sean Rainey. Guy with tremendous length. Played safety in high school. He'll move down and play an outside linebacker position for us here at Troy.
All right, next up here we have A.J. Smiley from Birmingham out of Spain Park. A.J. is a long, rangy player. He's about 6'3", 6'4", about 200 pounds. Comes from a well-coached program. This guy's going to give us versatility at that linebacker spot. He can be a safety for us. He's a really good athlete, plays basketball in the off season where he's a starter for the team. As you can see, he's returning kicks here. So he does a lot of things for Spain Park, and we're going to be very fortunate to have this young man. And again, he's going to bring that versatility to our defense that we're looking forward to having here at Troy. All right, right here in this clip here, he has the ability to come off the edge and rush the passer, and that's going to be a big thing of what we're doing here at Troy defensively. As you can see, he comes up. He's not afraid to stick his face up in and mix it up in the tackle. We have the ability to move him back in the hash right here, creep him down into the box. Well, as you can see, he fits the box perfectly.
Doug Salter, linebacker from Brantley, Alabama, right here in our backyard. Got a basketball player, Wesley Persons, had a tremendous freshman season from Brantley. Hopefully we can get Doug to do the same.
Here we have Doug Salter, who's a local town guy, great football player, hard-nosed, from Brantley High School. Doug is a 6'1", 210-pound linebacker. He brings speed and versatility to our Trojan defense. We're very lucky and excited about getting Doug. Like I said, Doug is very familiar with this surrounding. He's a hard-nosed guy. You're not going to run right at him. He has the ability to go from sideline to sideline. He has the frame to put on much more weight, and we're excited about him. He's going to be the anchor of our defense in the middle. And like I said, we're excited to have Doug. As you can see there, you know, he's a downhill guy. And here, coming up on the next play I'm about to show you. All right, he's making all the calls, getting the defense lined up. All right, Doug is really a versatile player. Here he even plays offense for these guys. He's the fullback down here a lot of times on short yardage. He's the lead block, and as you can see, he punishes defenders, clears the hole for guys. Again, we're really excited to have Mr. Salter be a part of our family. You know, he brings us that tough and ruggedness and gritty play that we're so accustomed to here in Troy. And, you know, every week the stands should be packed because again, he's a local town guy. And they know what this guy can do, and we're excited to have him here on our defense.
Ish Salim, wide receiver from Carver High School in Montgomery, very fast kid, one of the top track athletes in the state of Alabama. Hope he can fill the shoes of Chandler Worthy, be a return guy for us and play in the slot.
Next up, we have Ishmael Salim, better known as Ish, right out of Carver, Montgomery. Comes from a good program. And one thing I can say about this young man, once he gets the ball in his hand, he's a playmaker, and boy, speed kills. As you can see, he outruns everybody, and that he's been known for that. He's known to take a short throw and to get big gains out of it. He's definitely a playmaker. You know, we're excited about him. We had the opportunity to see him hands-on in our camp. He came, he ran an excellent time. He had an excellent camp for us, and we're excited when he extended the offer. We extended the offer to him. He's been one of our longest commits. Great ball skills. As you can see, he goes and he makes the catch. And again, this guy is really dangerous. He can stretch the field vertically with his speed. And all I can tell the opposing teams that, hey, look out for this guy because you're going to have to keep two on and know where he is at all times.
Excited about getting LaMarcus Farmer from UAB. Great geographic fit for LaMarcus. Grew up in Pensacola. His family now lives in Birmingham. He was a 3-year starter at UAB. Also played a big role in the return game. Feel like that experience is going to be vital for us in the fall. We only returned one corner that played any football last year, so we feel like he can jump in and grab that other starting position and also be a factor for us in the return game. Also give us leadership on the defensive side of the ball.
All right, LaMarcus Farmer, we're very excited to have him from Pensacola. LaMarcus played at UAB, and we were very fortunate to get hold of him. He's going to bring that experience to our defense. We're excited about him. Last year, had an opportunity to watch him live in action against Troy, and he did an extremely good job for those guys, holding some of our top receivers in check. So I'm excited to coach him, and he's excited to be here. And definitely, like I said, he'll be somebody that I lean on to help with these younger guys because we'll be very young in the secondary. So the experience and the wealth that he's going to bring, and that game experience again, we're looking forward to that, and he's going to be a big addition to our Trojan family.
Gardner Minshew, quarterback from Brandon High School in Mississippi, one of the top quarterbacks in the state of Mississippi. Was able to watch Gardner play last year. Really liked him. He's a winner. He's won a lot of football games, turned Brandon into a powerhouse. Played for the state championship as a junior. You can see right here he's got really good deep touch on the ball. A guy who can really see the whole field. Really excited about getting him here. Gardner came up this summer, saw us, really liked us. We stayed on top of him. We're fortunate enough when Coach Brown got the job, he was our top guy to go get. The other thing that's great about Gardner, man, is he's got really good grades, and he was a mid-year graduate, which means he gets to come into spring ball and compete for a job. So we're really excited about getting him here for there. You can see right there throwing the corner ball, has really good touch on it. This here is against Oak Grove, one of the top schools. You know, another thing Gardner can do is he can get on the run. He can really throw well on the run, so you can get a guy outside the pocket a little bit. Offense very similar to what we ran, so I think he's going to be a really good fit. Once again, highly intelligent guy who I feel like is going to be able to pick up the offense pretty quickly.
Tron Folsom from Bacon County, Georgia, maybe the most explosive guy that we're going to sign in this class. Really excited after going and watching him play basketball. He tomahawked one against Long County the night that I watched him play. Tremendous student, going to bring a lot of intangibles to our program as well.
All right, K-Tron Folsom, Bacon County, Georgia, that's down in Alma. I'd seen him last May, and I really liked his size, and he had run a 10-800 meters last year. Obviously, you can see he's a pretty physical player. He's going to scare 6'2". He was 196 on his visit. They call him Tron. He's a really good basketball player. You're going to see some athletic ability here, forwards and backwards. When we watched him play basketball, he had great lift, great explosion. Again, this isn't the highest class of football there, but you can tell he's making guys miss, and he does have some athletic ability. The thing that I really like about him that's going to make him a really good safety is range. You can tell when he gets going, he really covers some ground. He does have the ability to see things around him. Obviously, you see the awareness of where the tacklers are offensively, but you also see some things like in this play where he comes around the edge, shows a burst coming right here, and then he changes everybody's angles. So again, he's a guy that's got track speed. He's shown that he's physical. He likes contact. A lot of these plays are special teams plays, and you know, there's a reason why you pick a guy like this, because a guy that really enjoys being on special teams. That's going to be kind of something that goes throughout the safety position, is you've got to be a great special teams player. Again, you're seeing some offensive plays here out of Tron. He's a very good receiver also. We'll wait for the play to get going. Another thing that I really was impressed with him, the young man's got a great smile, you know, really fine mama, he's got good ball skills. He dominates this level of football. Again, he's got good size. You know, we're talking 6'2", 196.
Cedarius Rookard, 5'11", 195-pound safety from South Carolina. Guy that after Coach Koenig and I watched in the All-Star game, video of his All-Star game, knew he was exactly what we needed at Troy. We needed a safety that could come down and tackle in the box, but also have the ability to cover, and he definitely possesses both those skills. We were just honest. We took an honest approach. You know, we needed some help. You know, our roster numbers aren't where they need to be, and there is an opportunity to come in and play immediately. And basically what we told these guys is the people on our football team had 15 practices ahead of them, and that's it. And they would be able to join the team in the summer, and they'd be given opportunities in preseason camp to earn opportunities to play. And we were counting on several of these guys, several members of this class, to be able to step on the field and help us immediately. Richard Hallman, big 6'4" receiver from Hillgrove High School. Hillgrove, through the years, has produced some of the top wide receivers in the country. He's a guy that's really came on, had a great senior season. Excited about his length. We lose Jarvis Bentley, the only guy that's over 6'2", that plays receiver for us. We feel like if Richard can add weight, then he can be a big-time player for us in the future.
All right, here we go. We got Richard Hallman right here. This kid just did a stop and go, and he's outrunning everybody. This is the type of kid that we need for Troy. He's a long body, a kid that can come in and compete early on. We get him in here during the summertime, put some good weight on him. He'll be a guy that can help us rebuild the wall early. He hadn't played, too much a receiver. He's been more of a slot guy, but they ended up moving him on the outside. And I think this kid will be a great fit for us once the season starts. Right here, he does a just go release. He outruns the defender, goes up and make a good play on the ball. This kid, he's very well spoken. He did a few interviews, little mock interviews while he was here. He's a guy that we're definitely looking for to be a leader in our program in the future. And right here, he showed that he's strong and he's a competitor. He won't go down easy. That's the type of guy that we're looking for. A guy that wants to compete, loves to play the game, loves to be a great receiver, and goes up and make plays on the ball. And for a tall guy, he sticks his foot in the ground very well, especially on an outright like that, for a guy to be able to run full speed and stick it, and a guy at his height, 6'3.5", 6'4", and then go pluck the ball out of the air like he just did. That's tremendous.
Antoine Barker's a defensive end from Pensacola Catholic High School, extremely well coached in high school. I think his best football is way far ahead of him. He's a guy that's about 205 pounds right now. We feel like with the possibility of a redshirt year can get to 225 pounds and be the kind of speed rusher that we've had so much success with here at Troy. Guys, we have several speed rushers that are playing the NFL, and we think that maybe Antoine can be the next one of those guys.
All right, here we're going to talk about Antoine Barker, a guy from Pensacola Catholic, a real long, rangy guy, be playing defensive end. Had quite a few sacks this season, bends well, real long, so we're excited about him. Here he is coming off the edge, standing up, really shows some versatility on being able to run and get the quarterback. Here he is here now with his hand down, coming off the edge, uses his hands, and then exploding through the quarterback. Like that burst once he's clear to the quarterback path. You'll see here just chasing it down from the backside and then being explosive on the tackle. You always look for guys to be explosive on contact. Hand down again, coming off the edge. Continue his motor on the play, getting the quarterback from the backside. Again, chasing it down from the backside, getting in on the play. You like to get guys around the ball. Developing the play as it unfolds, and then trying to knock the guy backwards there.
Damian Kemp from Greene County, Georgia, 6'6", 294-pound offensive lineman. Another guy with tremendous length. That was a huge focus for us in this recruiting class on the offensive line, is we had to get length. He's a guy that can come in and play tackle, and when he gets in the weight room, again, full-time, he's going to be a tremendous help for us in this league.
All right, talking about Damian Kemp here, offensive tackle, twin brother of Damon Kemp. He's a really tall, long guy, really excited about him. You see here, good pad leverage, dominating the defensive guy, getting great push. The one good thing about him is he finishes blocks. You'll see a lot of times that guys are on the ground after he makes contact with them. Good job of driving the guy out, creating a seam there, and then seeing him run afterwards is always good as well. Nice pancake. Here he quick sets on the pass. He uses his hands well. We would like to see more bend in his knees, but he does a good job of using his hands. Good bend, finishing with the guy on the ground.
Damon Kemp was a tremendous recruiting win for us over in the state of Georgia from Greene County. He and his twin brother, big guys, big physical guys. Damian on the offensive line, Damon plays defensive line. He's a guy that'll be a three technique for us. Coach Vic and Coach Bam really excited about what he's going to bring to our defensive line.
Here we are talking about Damon Kemp, defensive tackle from Greene County, Georgia. Here he is here on contact, being explosive, dominating the block, and then making a play. Moving inside, good stance. Again, being violent on contact. Like to see him use his hands a little bit there, but the explosiveness there really helps him make the play. Coming off the edge, bursting to the quarterback. Going good change, was showing good change of direction there on the tackle. Like this play where he uses his hands, and then once the quarterback shows up, goes and get it. Really good get off, good pad leverage on that play. He's a guy also that plays basketball. He's the second leading scorer on his team. And you can see a lot of his athletic ability on the football field as well.
Trayvon Sanders, nose tackle from South Carolina, 6'1", 310 pounds. Guy we're really excited about manning the middle of our defense for the next 4 years.
Here's Trayvon Sanders from Garrett Academy over in Charleston, South Carolina. A big guy inside that uses his hands well, really good pad leverage, can run as well. He played some offensive line in high school. But as you can see, he bends really well, good pad leverage, good lower body strength. Shows good get off right there with low pad leverage. Plays the cut, gets to the ball, knock the ball carrier back. He also did some kicking, so you gotta love the athletic ability there. I'm not sure if the coach truly believed in him at the kicking position, but finding the ball from the defensive end position. Like him there, using his hands, shedding the block, making a play.
Uvakius McGee, defensive end from Jeff Davis High School in Montgomery, Alabama. Another guy with tremendous upside, 6'4", 225 pounds, plays the game with tremendous passion. He's a guy that I know Coach Hardman's really excited about coaching.
Here's Vach McGee from Jeff Davis over in Montgomery, Alabama. Kid has really good size, long range guy. You'll see him here playing more of a backer guy. We see him as a hybrid type guy that'll run to the ball, make plays, use a lot of his athletic ability. Coming off the edge, explosive on contact. Again, coming off the edge, good bend. Got quite a few sacks this season. Here he is, the stand-up guy, shedding the block, making a play. Really good job there using his hands, seeing the quarterback creating a fumble. Coming inside, being reckless there, getting to the quarterback. Love guys that know how to get to the quarterback. Being able to run from sideline to sideline on this play. Good job again of getting the guys down.
William Lloyd, he will contribute immediately at the will linebacker position. Two-time national championship winner at East Mississippi Junior College. Plays with tremendous effort, plays side to side.
All right, William Lloyd, originally from Rosedale, Mississippi. Went to East Mississippi Community College. Played number 33, played will linebacker. There will be a will linebacker in our scheme here. You know, at East Mississippi, they won the national championship, junior college national championship last year. So as a winner and a talented football player, we're excited about being a part of our program. Obviously, already on campus. He signed with us in December, already on campus going through workouts right now. You can see right here, him falling back, coming and getting a piece of this tackle. He's at the top, coming back inside. Right there, playing off the block. You see his quick twitch right there. He's explosive, athletic, runs well, is a long player. You see him right there finishing off the tackle, finishes the ball carrier, finishes him going backwards, not forward. All right. Right here in pass coverage, good job on the deflection. Just shows he plays well in space. He's good in pass coverage. Really versatile player who can play going forward or backwards well, will be able to help our defense against the run and against the pass. Right there coming down and making a tackle on the ball carrier on the check down.
Justin Lucas, Mike linebacker from East Mississippi Junior College, two-time national championship winner for East Mississippi, played under former Trojan Jordan Leslie. He was the quarterback of their defense. Extremely physical, plays the game the way it should be played.
All right, Justin Lucas, originally from Aberdeen, Mississippi, East Mississippi Community College, junior college transfer, already signed in December, is here on campus currently, working out with our guys, getting ready for spring practice. Wears number 13, is a true Mike linebacker. Really smart football player, leader, kind of guy that does extra and is going to make sure that everybody else is on the same page, and hopefully will be the kind of guy that can be an extension of the coaching staff on the field. There he is right there, coming behind on the twist, making the tackle in the backfield, tackle for loss. You see him right there, number 13 to the left. Really does a good job of understanding the scheme. Like I was saying, he's a player that when you talk to his coaches at East Mississippi, they really talk about how intelligent he is and how he understands things. You see him coming off that twist from behind right there, behind the defensive lineman to make the play in the backfield. Really good technique-wise, has good feet, stays square, doesn't cross over too fast. Once again, you see him here at Mike, stays square, shuffle, and steps up and makes the play. There he is, square, rocking back in the hole, squares up on the ball carrier, gets him down. Run through tackle here in the backfield. You can see, once again, staying square is a big part of his game. It allows him to make tackles on both sides. Really solid run defender. Once again, you see him attacking the line of scrimmage, getting downhill, and making another tackle for loss. I think he's going to bring a lot to the table in run defense to help us slowing people down running the football against us